What's going on, Lincoln? I'm Landon Shear.
And I'm Hudson Schulman. How's it going, Landon?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to get some more news ready to go.
That's right. Let's get right into it with today's main event. And today, it's our varsity football team.
Their game against Westland on Friday had a surprising beginning and a predictable finish.
A homecoming crowd packed Gahanna's Lincoln Stadium, and our Landon Shear has all the highlights of our main event.
The undefeated Gahanna Lions facing off against 1-4 Westland Cougars in their first OCC matchup of the year. Cougars starting early, even being huge underdogs, as Levi Estep drops back and throws a 15-yard touchdown to Landon Bott and gives the Cougars a 7-0 lead. Halfway through the first, Westland inside their own 20 as the D-line gets to the quarterback and Estep makes a great pass to Daniel Poku, who returns it all the way for a pick 6 as the Lions tie the game at 7. 2 minutes left in the first as the Lions are threatening. Brendan Ward hands it off to Dior Hubbard, who punches it in for a 6-yard touchdown to put the Lions up 14-7. Couple minutes into the second quarter now, Lions are back inside the red zone as Ward hands it off again to Hubbard for a second touchdown of the night and gives the Lions a 21-7 lead. 5 minutes left in the half. Westland inside the Lions 10 as they go for it on fourth down, and the Lions defense comes up huge and stops the Cougars from closing the Lions lead. In the closing minutes of the half, Ward finds Jalen Scott streaking across the middle for a 72-yard touchdown. Brendan Ward finished with 264 yards passing, along with 3 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown, as the Lions go up 28-7 heading into the half. 4 minutes into the second half, Ward uses his outlet as Amir Simmons breaks through a couple tackles and puts the Lions inside the Westland 15. Later in the third, the Lions are back inside the red zone, and Ward once again finds Scott, who holds it in for the Lincoln touchdown. Scott had 123 yards and 3 touchdowns on the game as the Lions win 49-7.
Game plan tonight obviously was to come out fast and strong and obviously win the game. We got half of that accomplished. Didn't really come out fast as we should, but you have those days. Obviously the rest of the season we just want to win week by week, be 1-0 each week, and put our second OCC title up in a row.
Catching 3 touchdowns from the best quarterback in the state is obviously a good feeling. I just wanted to be out here for my team and put the ball in the end zone and dominate overall. But the way me and Brendan are just clicking right now is just got to keep going and we'll be all right. We rode the states. That's all we want.
Tonight, the Lions and the Eagles will face off in a border war. The game is being played at New Albany. The last time these two played, a regional championship was on the line. Gahanna picked up the 25-17 win over New Albany and to get their first regional title in 40 years. Dior Hubbard scored in a 57-yard touchdown run on the line's second play. Brendan Ward connected with Mekhi Shaheed for a 66-yard touchdown pass, and later, Shaheed had an 84-yard kickoff return. This year, the Lions are a perfect 6-0, while New Albany is 2-4. They defeated Grove City 25-24 last week.
Yes, our varsity football team is now 6-0 and looking strong after their big win last week against Westland.
Yes, but 6-0 isn't the only record for our varsity team. It's actually our record of program sweeps.
That's right. After last weekend, the Lincoln freshman football team and JV football teams also have 6-0 records.
Here's Colton Light with the story.
Gahanna Lincoln has always had amazing football performances, but this year is one for the ages.
I want to score on this first drive.
Our football team has set history for Gahanna. So far through the season, freshmen through varsity has swept the competition, becoming 6-0 as a whole program for the first time since 1987. As a new year and a new class comes into the school, these freshman Lions come in hungry and have lots of pressure to repeat what the past teams have done. But the pressure doesn't affect these young men, but rather creates motivation for them to strive for greatness, and that is exactly what they have done with an amazing 6-0 record so far and scoring 137 points total while leaving their opponents to only 65.
I think at the high school level we need to prove ourselves more. I think the way we've been coached has been great, and the way we've worked as a team has really set ourselves up for success.
The JV football team has started off on fire halfway through the season and absolutely killing their competition. With this being most of these boys' second year playing football for Gahanna, they want to pick it up where they left it their freshman year, and they most definitely have, with winning most of their games by 20 and scoring 143 points while leaving their opponents to only 46.
It comes down to the coaching and us playing as a team, not playing for each other. Our defense doing our defense and the offense is competing and scoring as many points as we can. And I think that's the main reason why we are doing so good in this season.
I feel like what determines us is just coming out every day, putting in all the effort we can, coming out here, giving our best, and trying to be the best we can every day, putting in the reps, putting in the work, everything we can.
As some of our varsity players, this is their last year together as teammates and brothers. Every player's dream is to have an undefeated season for their last season of sports. And for these varsity players, that dream is becoming true. With a strong start off the season being 6-0, the Varsity Lions look strong to pick it up where they left off last season in the Final Four. While winning games by at least 20 to 30 points per game and scoring 237 points and leaving their opponents to only 63.
I would say this year we're playing as one. Offense, defense, and special teams are doing their job. Last year we had kind of an issue like sometimes some group would do good and sometimes others wouldn't. I think this year we're doing a good job of everyone just playing good.
Football, I think we really are really good at to help us come down from half, like being in distress and like doubt, like having doubt that we're going to lose the game. We aren't really prepared and focused well. I think we just have really a talk with our coaches and our players, and just between us, and we strive to just think about winning and what we have to do to win and what we have to do better to win.
The three teams have had a very successful start halfway through the season, beating all of their opponents: Mason, Olentangy Liberty, Reynoldsburg, Pickerington Central, Gulfport Madison, and Westland. But a team isn't just about the players that are putting their hard work and dedication into this program. It's also the amazing staff and coaches that are putting their time into this team to make 18-0 a reality.
Being a head freshman coach is definitely an enjoyable experience. Been here for 4 years, being able to coach the new guys coming in. And biggest thing is you get a different group of guys every year, so you're not sure what you're going to get. But it's definitely rewarding as a freshman head coach to be able to lay the foundation for these guys to get ready to play on Friday night.
I think the key to coaching is try and create consistency from, I guess we go back from the time that I worked with Coach Ward in 2008, and it's kind of cool to have some players come back. Coach Davis is back from the time at Beechcroft. We have several coaches that are back from Gahanna, but the key is to create consistency. Funny thing with kids is kids try to block out messages or don't necessarily pay attention to what you're saying, but when you can actually show that other people are saying the same thing, you seem to get buy-in. So one of the things I strive for in teaching and coaching is consistency.
With the hard work from the players each day and amazing coaches to help them be their best is what creates an 18-0 program.
I think the biggest thing on why our program is having so much success right now is the culture that's been built. Coach Ward came in about 10 years ago, and the culture around here was, average. We were an above-average team most years, but once Coach Ward came in, there was something that changed. That was the spark that we needed. He came in with a slogan, named Something to Prove, and I think that's kind of been the backbone of this culture for the last 10 seasons that Coach Ward's been here. I think just instilling discipline and the kids understanding the culture and believing in it and buying into it has been a huge success for this program and is going to continue to build this program to where it's supposed to be.
Do our job, and we'll come out of here 6-0. Let's go.
This is Colton Light in the zone.
Thanks, Colton. The new stadium has been open for a couple weeks now, and there are not many downsides.
But it'll take some time until all the things related to a new stadium are complete.
That's true. So even though our football team is thriving at 6-0, there are still some problems they have to work through, like not having a real locker room.
And RDM Phillips has the story.
Even though Gahanna football has proven itself to be among the top teams in Ohio, they still have daily struggles that most schools would never have to deal with. Instead of having a normal season like they did in 2021, last year they spent almost every game on the road.
The football program's been great. Every logistical challenge that we've been faced with since last year, not having a stadium, to this year having a stadium but not having locker rooms, they've been flexible. Their practice facilities have been moved. They've been flexible and understanding, and it's been tough because you kind of lose your home base, that feeling of being home.
Even though dressing in a tent isn't ideal, it's still better than what players had to deal with last year.
Last year, with our two home games that we had, it was easier because we had everything right here. But now, especially last year, since we're on the road, I think that bringing out all of our stuff was a little bit challenging. and it's a little bit of the same thing now with the tents because of everything that we have, like our bags and stuff. We had to bring them too.
One of the only situations that's worse than ours is the one for the visiting team. They don't have a locker room either, but they don't even have a tent. So usually they dress under the bleachers on the visiting side.
So now that we have a stadium, that's exciting, but not having locker rooms is definitely less than ideal. We always want to be a good host, especially to the visiting team. So we meet with them and send them information in advance about bringing in their own tents and supplies and things like that to kind of create their own home base out there, just like we kind of have with our tent.
This is Ian Phillips in the zone.
Thanks, Ian. Pick North is a huge rival for all of our sports teams, including our volleyball team. On Tuesday night, our girls volleyball team faced off against the Panthers. I was at the match. Here are the highlights. The Lady Lions take on rival Pick North in an OCC matchup at home. In the second, Zariah Carter serves it to Gabrielle Dials, who allows Noelle Perkins to set it up for McNeil, but her kill gets deflected at the net. Micaiah Turner tries to get one down, but Aubrey Thompson keeps it up and gets Perkins to set up Weaver for the kill. Lions down 9-12. Late in the second, Kyla McNeil serves it to Hawk, who passes it to Katie Honecker, who sets up Savannah Mickelvain for the kill. She gets stopped at the net by Weaver, who gets the ball off for a pass and crushes it over the net for a kill. Lady Lions still down 19-23. Now in the third, Dylan Hunt serves it up to Weaver, who passes it to Perkins, who sets up McNeil for the kill. Lions down 12-13. Addie Ghost serves it to Ella Oswald, who plays back and forth with Noelle Perkins before getting it over. Aaron Pickenbrock returns it, but Weaver again gets the kill. Still in the third, Brooklyn Johnson serves it to Hunt, who gets the ball to Rachelle Caserces. Weaver's up at the net again and blocks the ball back to North territory. Lions only trailing by 2, 16-18. Final set, Turner serves it to the Lady Lions. Both teams put together nice rallies before Gabrielle Dials destroys a ball over the net. Lions behind 17-20. Towards the set's end, Hawk serves it up to Weaver. She passes it to Noelle, who sets up Siobhan for the slam. Ladies trailing 19-23. North ends up taking this one in a 3-set sweep. First set dropped 19-25. Second set 20-25. And third set 19-25.
The girls' tennis team's regular season is coming to an end. With only a few matches left, they hope to end their season on a positive note. On Tuesday, they hosted the Thomas Worthington Cardinals, and our Isaiah Banks has all the highlights.
Today, the Lady Lions host the Thomas Worthington Cardinals home at the Blacklight Athletic Complex. The Lady Lions are 9-9 coming off a tough 1-4 loss to Hilliard Bradley, but are very motivated to get a win today against the 5-6 Cardinals. Let's get started at court number 1. First thing was Daniela Guzman's early in action with a powerful winner placed well into the corner to force the game into deuce with an opportunity to break her opponent. Unfortunately, she lost the first game, but here she hits a well-placed shot to force an error and tie the first set 1-1. On court number 2, second singles Jackie Graham is getting ready to serve after breaking her opponent for an early 2-0 lead. After a double fault from her opponent, she wins the game and is now up 4-0 in the first set. She later goes on to win her match in straight sets 6-0, 6-0, making the overall match score 1-0 for the Lady Lions. Meanwhile, third singles Audrey Go knows how to keep a rally going on court number 3. After an 11-point rally, she hits a winner right into the corner that just catches the line and now is up 40-15 and will go on to win the game, making the first set score 2-0. Moving down the line on court 4, the game is induced with first doubles Paige Laverty and Quinn Yost up 2-1. With the opponent serving, Quinn hits a return ace to give the duo the advantage and chance to break the opponents. On the next point, Paige hits a deep lob and sets Quinn up to put the ball away when the opponent returns the ball, making the first set score 3-1. In the next game, they are already up 30-love. The returning player hits a lob off of the serve, and Paige capitalizes on the free shot, hitting the ball right past the next person into the doubles alley, 40-love. The next point, the other team hits a ball that lands deep to give the first doubles a 4-1 lead. Second doubles, Gabby Russell and Anna Damatowski are hard at work on court 5. Off the return, Gabby smashes the ball at the opponent up at the net to make the score 15-0, with Gabby and Anna leading the first set 3-2. Let's go back to court 4, where first doubles are fresh off winning the first set 6-2 and are induced in the second set. The other team has the advantage, but it doesn't matter. The opponent hits a deep lob, but Paige lobs it right back with no effort, and this time it's too high for them. They later win the game, and now they lead 1-0 in the second set. Taking it back to court 3, Audrey's on the brink of winning the first set, being up and deuced. After rallying for a little bit, she successfully draws her opponent into the service box on one side of the court, then hits a deep winner on the other side of the court to win the first set. Back to court 5, second double just won the first set 6-4. In the next game, Gabby hits a serve and her opponent just hits an unforced error to make the score 30-15. After winning the next point, it is now set point. Gabby hits the ball right to the net person and she hits it way deep to give the second doubles a 1-0 lead in the second set. It is match point for first doubles and the other team is serving to stay in the match. Quinn returns the ball to the deuce side and unfortunately for the other team, they make an unforced error and Quinn and Gabby win the match 6-2, giving the Lady Lions a 2-0 lead over Thomas Worthington. Court number 1. Daniela is also about to win her match with the opponent serving. Daniela up 40-30 brings the opponent up to the net and hits a shot that is in her reach but not enough, and Daniela wins the match 6-1, 6-2, gets the third overall win, securing the victory for the Lady Lions. Unfortunately, due to rain, the third singles match was suspended with Audrey leading 6-2, 3-3, and second doubles Gabby and Anna leading 6-4, 5-1. Since the other 3 courts finished with a win, the Lady Lions still won the match.
I think the win tonight was really good for our team after a rough week last week. We did have the rain come in, so a couple matches got cut a little bit short, but overall the team won, and that is great to hear.
I think I had a pretty good match. My serving was going well, and it was a good win. I think that the team played really well. We got rain, but it's okay because we were still able to win.
The boys soccer team continues their successful season with a decisive win over Westerville Central 3-1. After a 0-0 first half, the Lions started quick. Braden Fodor heads the ball after a quick corner, giving the Lions the first goal of the game. After a controversial goal by the Warhawks, the Lions take back the momentum with a goal from Chase Robinson. The Lions would go on to finish the game with a tap-in from Joa Benjamin to give the Lions the win. We spoke with a few players after the game. Here they are.
You know, the first half was a little slow, but I think in the second half we started to pick it up and goals started to come, and it was good. I think after we gave up the first goal, it was really good to try to get to right straight after that.
We just had the same energy the whole game. We had fun, and the goals came our way, you know.
We came out a little slow, but as a team in the second half we came together and we played a really good game. We put 3 on them and got the victory. That was the ultimate goal.
Thanks, guys. Now let's turn our attention to the girls' soccer team. And one thing you can say about our team is that the Lady Lions aren't afraid to play the best in the state. In fact, they'll be traveling to state-ranked Perrysburg tomorrow. They currently have a 6-6 record, but have lost 3 straight. Leading scorers for the Lions are Claire Highland with 8 goals and Sophia T with 6. Good luck tomorrow at Perrysburg.
Hudson, there's just too much sports to cover by ourselves.
So our own Isaiah Banks went out to get some golf coverage and additional sports information.
The Isaiah Banks is here. How are you doing today, Isaiah?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Now, what do you got for us today?
I got a bunch of sports news for you guys today. There's a new addition to our athletic training staff. Our very own Sage Bogle went down to the trainer's room to meet a new trainer and see how she's adjusting to life at Gahanna Lincoln. What Sage learned is that a new trainer is making a big impact on her athletes. Here she is.
Trainers have a big role in our athletic department. Gahanna has an amazing set of trainers, and as of last January, we have a new addition to the program.
It's been an adjustment just switching from, I was at Reynoldsburg and Children's before this, so it's Ohio Health, now Gahanna, so just kind of learning the differences and everything, and just kind of the environment is quite a bit different than from what I was used to, so it's been easy. Kids have been great. I'm a high school athletic trainer when I was 15, and kind of since that I kind of got the gist of athletic training, and from there I just like the idea of helping people and being outside and helping out with sports and stuff like that. So.
Although Rachel is new to the program, she's adjusting quickly and making a large impact as she does so.
Rachel's been a fantastic addition to the athletic training staff here with our partnership with Ohio Health and Gahanna Jefferson Schools. We're super excited to have her here at the high school with Mike and Kendra. They do a fantastic job just keeping our kids safe, healthy, helping rehab and things like that so student athletes can participate as much as possible in practice and competitions. They do a lot of communicating with athletes and parents and coaches, and they have a really tough job. So I'm excited she's a part of our team. She's joined us at a fantastic time with new facilities, with Blacklick in the stadium, and I think she's adjusting really well. And our ATs, they play just a huge role and impact, and have a huge impact on our student athletes, just because we have 28 varsity programs. That's almost 800 student athletes, and they care for all of them. So super excited for Rachel, and excited to see what else she can do.
Rachel's main priority is the students at Gahanna. She's not only here to help out with injuries, but she's also here to make a connection with each and every student she works with.
I just want to be a person that kids can come to, and that way they have someone there in their corner. That's the whole point of athletic training, is providing medical care, but also being there as an advocate and educating and kind of just letting that happen naturally too. I'm just looking forward to getting to know everybody and learning the teams and coaches and the parents and kids. It's just nice to be able to meet a bunch of new people.
Rachel has not only made an impact on the program, but she's already made a huge impact on many students, just as she had hoped.
So for me, I've been injured this season, and many other girls on my team have been injured this season, and Rachel has helped us make the right decisions for our body and us as a team to get back to the sport we love and to continue playing.
She was really worried about getting me back up on the field after I hurt myself, and she made it very clear that her main priority was getting me back on the field and healthy.
In just the first few months of working with Gahanna coaches and athletes, she has made a positive difference and wants to continue that as her career moves forward here. This is Sage Vogel in the Zone.
Thanks, Sage. The Gahanna girls golf team's regular season is slowly coming to an end. While they're having a great season so far, they still hope to accomplish more at sectionals. We sent our very own Kennedy Brown to talk about a key player about her experience with the golf team thus far.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Emma Meiser to talk about her golf season. So, Emma, what inspired you to start doing golf?
My dad was really into golf when my sister and I were younger, and then my sister started playing in middle school, and I thought it was so cool that she was on the team. So I kind of started up in 5th grade playing on the middle school team. Even though I wasn't really allowed to, I just kind of tagged along.
So how is your sister, she plays at the school, how has she inspired you to do better in golf?
Well, I started playing because I wanted to be like her in middle school and play. And even though I was too young, I was still able to play with her. And just being on the same team now, it's really fun because we kind of we motivate each other to do better, and it's like a little competition. So it's kind of fun to do that with her and be on the same team.
And then lastly, what are you hoping for with the rest of your golf season? What do you hope to accomplish?
So this year we are going to sectionals. That match is coming up soon, and then if we make it past sectionals, we'll have a chance to go to districts. And last year we made it to districts, but I'm just hoping this year we can pull together as a team and make it to districts. I have faith.
Thanks, Emma. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Emma. Now to boys golf. They've had a successful season so far and are super excited for sectionals next week. We talked to Sergio Yamamoto about how they're preparing for the crucial matches ahead. Here he is.
We are having practice about every day, and we're also going to a sectional preview tomorrow to see the course. We've been making practice fun, and we've been working together as a team. And for myself, I'm just trying to fit in with the team and score so we can get a good score for sectionals.
Thanks, Sergio. Well, that's all I have for you today, so I'm going to send it back to the Hudson, Shulman, and Landon Shear at the sports desk.
Thank you so much, Isaiah. On another note, our girls cross country team is running it this weekend at the Olentangy Berlin Bear Dash. Our Matthew Leesberg has 1 minute with the Lions senior captain.
Thanks, Landon and Hudson. I'm here with Addie Galloway, a senior captain for the girls cross country team. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, how has your season been so far?
It's been pretty good. We've been dominating our meets, and I think just staying focused, and we've been having a good pack mentality, so it's been good. Yeah.
So what is that pack mentality?
We've been really trying to stay with each other during meets, just to work with each other and stay positive. So it's definitely been great, especially with our teammates. We're so close. So just staying in a pack while we're running really helps.
And then so how are you preparing for this meet?
We've just been hitting our mileage this week and staying focused in practice. Definitely just staying hydrated and eating good foods.
And then, so what are your personal goals for the rest of the season?
My personal goals is just to get my season PR and overall PR improved by the end of the season. I just want to make sure that I get my overall PR by the end of the season since it's my senior year, and I just want to end on a strong note.
So then, what are the team's goals for the rest of the season?
The team's goals is definitely to make it to states. We haven't made it to states since my freshman year, and so definitely just making it. It would be amazing for my senior year. It'd just be a great experience. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Addie. Now back to Landon and Hudson at the sports desk.
On that same note, our boys cross country team has been doing great this year, and they're stoked for the postseason.
So we brought out the big guns and sent our good friend and reporter, RJ Rice, to talk with the JV boys country team captain, Abe Biziano. Here he is.
Thanks, guys. I'm here today with Abe Biziano. So, Abe, how's the cross-country team doing this year?
Overall, we're doing really well. We're working to really compete this year, so yeah, I feel like we're doing really well with that.
That being said, what do you think some of the key success factors are tying into that?
Well, this year we've come up with 6 different skills to really work on, and that's really helped us compete. And examples of that being resilience and patience, just really working on those skills in order to improve ourselves.
Okay. And so how do you think those skills will tie into, future players, even your future career going forward? How do you think it's going to help you down the road?
Yeah, so every time we work on one of those 6 skills, it makes us so that we are better, both as individuals and as a team, which means that when we get into races, we're overall do a lot better, both now and in the future.
Thanks, Abe. Take back to you guys at the news desk.
Well, that's just about all the news we have for you today.
But don't worry, more's on the way.
We'll be sure to keep you posted. But until then,
Go Lions!